Hey, how's it going, everybody? Matt Modi here with OddsJam, and I got some NFL bets for you guys. So, hammering these NFL bets for Sunday, week 14. Let's get into it. I got a couple here that I locked in using OddsJam. The first one that we're going to talk about here is this Houston Texans team total under 13.5. Basically saying, no, they're not going to get even 2 touchdowns against the Cowboys on Sunday. They're like 17-point underdogs, which makes sense because they are just dreadful. And as we've seen, the Cowboys are not shy to blow the living crap out of teams. So the no vig odds that OddsJam calculates prices this to be at about minus 116.5. Pretty much minus 116.5. Let me zoom in a little bit more. Minus 116.59. And the bet is at Bet Rivers at minus 108. Can also get it at Barstool, TwinSpires, and Unibet for the same odds. So the gap between these two numbers, that is where your value comes from. These odds here, the no vig odds, are pulled from the best sports books in the world in terms of pricing odds. So OddsJam basically back tested thousands of betting opportunities to determine what sports books are the best, and then they use them to set the markets moving forward, basically saying, all right, and historically, over the course of time, these X amount of sports books did the best job at pricing odds. So we're going to use them to set the markets moving forward. And then now that we are moving forward in the future, looking at future betting opportunities, we're going to use these sports books to set the line. In this case, telling us, hey, this should be priced at about minus 116. We're getting it at minus 108. There's the gap between these two numbers. There's your positive expected value. In this case, equates to a profit margin of about 3.6%, 3.67%. My recommended bet size telling me to put 100 on this one, which is a unit for me. So I recommend I would recommend risking to win a unit. So basically risking to win $100 for me, which would just be 108. I would risk 108 to win 100. And then look where the other sports books price this play at. Pinnacle has this at minus 136. DraftKings has it at minus 120. Both pretty heavily favoring the under. And then if you view the event page in a new tab, this is very important to do with spreads and totals, anything that'll have higher numbers. You want to see where other sportsbooks price the team total at. So we're going to go to team total. And as we can see, so we're taking the under 13.5. As you can see, BetOnline prices this at 13, and they actually favor it going over. They have the under priced at minus 130. The over priced at plus 100, pretty decently favoring the under. And then we have Pinnacle priced it at 12.5, a full point lower. Now, they're heavily juicing it towards the over, but at a full point lower. That doesn't scare me off. So this is a really good play. All in all, this is a really good play. Texans team total under 13.5 at minus 108 odds. As my first one, as you can see, I do have a play locked in here, and I'll just go right to it. I did lock in this one already as well. The Cowboys team total over 30.5. So basically, I'm projecting the Cowboys to blow out the Texans, unsurprisingly. These odds, the no vig line, the true line, priced at about minus 108, round up for minus 107.71, and DraftKings is giving it to us at minus 105. So the gap here between these two numbers giving us a profit margin of about 1.25% essentially. I recommend putting a unit on this one as well. I do think that this is another really good play. We're getting it at minus 105. BetOnline, very sharp sportsbook, pretty heavily favoring the over at minus 135, the under at plus 105, pretty decently favoring the over. And then Pinnacle also favoring the over at minus 115, the under at minus 101. So if we view this event page in a new tab, actually no, I already have it up. So if we view this, that totals for the Cowboys, we don't see any difference in main lines, so nothing to glean here from opening it in a new tab, but still something that's important to see, right? You still want to see, do other sportsbooks price it differently? In this case, no, and that's okay. So this is going to be my second pick. The third one that we're going to lock in here are the Steelers. So finding some value on these team totals at Bet Rivers, and then on DraftKings was the other one. Steelers team total under 19.5 at minus 105 at Bet Rivers. No vig odds price this at about minus 109.5. Essentially, we are getting it at minus 105 there's your gap, there's your positive expected value, giving us an EV percent of just above 2. So we can basically call this one 2%. Another play that I recommend putting a unit on. And then if we view this page in a new tab, we want to see where other sports books price the team total for the Steelers. We're getting it under 19.5. BetOnline has it at 19. So they are favoring, and they're heavily favoring the under at this number. So they have it at -1. They have the under at -137, the over at +107. Heavily favoring it, going under. And then, so this is my third play. And then the fourth and final one for this video, I really like the Dolphins. And the odds changed. I did really like the Dolphins -3. Unfortunately, the odds changed on me, so I'm not going to have a play here. So I'm just going to have the three team total plays for you guys to lock in, and that's it. So if you're tailing any and all three of these, comment and let me know. Love hearing the feedback of people that are tailing. Even if you're not, I don't mind negative feedback as well. That is also appreciated. But regardless, that's all I got for this video. So please remember to like, subscribe, all that good stuff, and that's it. So enjoy the NFL slate on Sunday. Happy betting, happy watching, and good luck.